All right. What's going on? I know a long time no see. I hope all is well with everybody. I hope y'all been doing all right. Chilling. I can't complain. Staying alert to the channel. So make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, when I do post, you will at least get the notification and you can check out the readings. All right. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. This is Gemini season. Happy birthday, Gemini. I hope all is well with you guys. Um, we are celebrating that energy in your chart wherever Gemini is, because you're not just one sign. If no one has ever told you that, I just want to be the first to let you know. Your understanding of astrology. um, you know, it's time. The collective as a whole is awakening, and they're elevating their understanding of what goes on in the world and how we are uh, constructed. And you know enough to know what your sun sign is. Maybe some of you know what your moon and your other placements are, but just know that you have 12 placements in your chart. So you're not just Gemini, you're not just Leo, you're not just Virgo, you're all the signs, right? So we're celebrating the energy of Gemini because we all have Gemini somewhere in our chart, whether you have a planet in that natal chart of yours in a placement where Gemini is, or whether you don't. You still have Gemini in your chart, and that energy is magnified and intensified right now during this season. All right. So we are going to pull some cards and see what's going on with the collective for this Gemini season. All right. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Make sure you check out my other channel, which is Celestial Readings 888. If you go to the community board, you will be able to see the post that I put up, and it'll tell you the handle. And if you click on the handle, it'll take you to the other channel. Over there, I do individual sign readings and element readings, so fire, air, earth, and water. So you may want to check that out. Waves, emotion, fear, worry. What's going on? There's some concern here. Okay. Somebody is caught up in their emotions. They're not really sure what to do. It could be that you could be in the midst of a decision, a deciding factor. Maybe you don't know what to do. Um, maybe there's anticipation about something coming. Usually, when people worry, um usually worrying is anxiety based, meaning something coming, like you don't know what to do about something moving forward. Usually when somebody is depressed, it's because they can't let go of the past. I don't get that this is necessarily something about the past. I get it's about somebody moving forward. Their emotions are maybe hindering them from taking a leap forward or moving forward, or looking at the options that they have moving forward logically. Gemini is an energy about the thought process. It's an energy about how you look at things. It's an energy about ideas. It's also energy about communication and travel. Okay, so maybe these are some of the themes in which your fear is based, or your emotions or your worry is based on. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So we have salty energy, bitter, anger, and pettiness. Now, this is the challenge here. Okay, so there's some wave of emotion going on here. Okay, somebody's not sure how to feel about a situation. You could be going through stages of grieving as well, especially if you've lost someone or something. If you've lost someone, or whether it's to an actual physical death, or uh, you know a marriage, my condolences to you. Some of you may have children graduating and they're going to the next level of life, a next stage of life. That could be terrifying for you. There could be people who may have gotten some information in reference to their health or other circumstances that are putting you in a concern where you're going through the gamut of emotions, the gamut of fear, being angry. Somebody's trying not to be angry, it seems like, or bitter about a search situation. Somebody's trying not to be angry, bitter, and petty. And we all know, well, if you don't, some of the negative aspects of Gemini energy, as far as characteristics, could be being petty and being bitter about a situation. So somebody is trying not to be that way, or somebody is recommending, or somebody could be afraid. That could be what the fear is. Somebody could be afraid that because of their actions, they're going to they're going to put someone in a position where someone may be bitter or fear. Uh, okay, somebody's definitely flustered with their communication. Somebody is definitely worried. They're worried that if they express something to someone, that someone is going to maybe seek revenge, someone is going to get petty, bitter, aggravation, frustration because of some type of communication that they have to give someone. So maybe you have to tell someone something, but you're afraid that this person is going to be bitter, resentful, um, angry towards you, and that's what's making you afraid. Okay, somebody may want to tell you something, and they're afraid of how you're going to respond. That could very well be it. Now, my alarm just went off. So I gotta go turn it off. So I think that's confirmation. All right. So somebody's going afraid to tell someone something because they're afraid that somebody's gonna of how somebody's gonna respond. Let me go turn this alarm off. I'll be right back. All right. So yeah, thank you for your patience while I took care of that. So yeah, somebody's afraid to reveal something because it could be a situation where it's like, I gotta tell them the truth. I'm afraid to tell them the truth. They're gonna hate me. It could be like your doctor maybe is afraid to tell you something because they're afraid of your response. Just because a doctor is, paid to give diagnosis doesn't mean that it's an easy job to do. It could be your lawyer who may have to tell you some unfortunate news about your case. Somebody has to give someone some unfortunate news and they're afraid of the person's reaction. Okay. Your kids may want to tell you something and they're afraid of your reaction. Okay. Could be anybody, anything. Okay, distance is showing up. Distance, divorced, ghosted, separation. This is what you don't know. So somebody may have become distant from you because there is something that they need to tell you and they're afraid to tell you. So, maybe you sensed something, right? It could be a scenario situation where you sense something, and for whatever reason you and this person had a falling out. Maybe this person was acting really weird and you had a falling out, and maybe you're just like literally trying to figure out, yo, what is wrong with this person, why are they acting up, what is, and then all of a sudden they become distant. It could very well be that they have something to tell you. Okay. Now it could also be that you already had an argument or disagreement with someone, and maybe they did something because of their anger. And they're afraid that if they tell you what they did, that you guys would not reconcile. So this could be somebody who, okay, we had a falling out, but when I was angry and upset, I did some shitty shit that I shouldn't have did. Like maybe you confided in this person about something and y'all got into an argument, and because you were arguing, maybe you said something, threw something back in somebody's face, or somebody threw something back in your face, like, that type of thing. When people act out when they're angry, there's no excuse for it. I personally don't fuck with people who get down like that, but it could very well be that this person knows that you are like that. Like, yo, I don't fuck with people who say certain things. I don't care about you, how angry you are. There's certain things you just don't say. Some people on the other end, they were like, okay, I know you was mad. I know you was upset. I'll forgive you. But I feel like there's a line here that may have been drawn, and somebody knows that. They may have crossed the line. I'm picking that up. Okay. Picking that up. Somebody could just be mad because you're not communicating with them anymore. Like I said, they could have crossed the line. And or maybe you just find that you guys are just not on the same page anymore. Or you know that they did something and you're not speaking to them and they are guilty of it, but they don't know how to take it. They don't know what you're feeling. Like they don't know what's going on because you may have gone silent on them. You may have ghosted the situation. Okay. Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. Mm, what's this all about? We got envy here. Resentful, competitive, discontent. Now, this is coming up as your energy or someone in the collective's energy. So there could be a disagreement or argument because someone may have sensed that someone was jealous, or someone may have caused someone issues because of jealousy, resentment, being very competitive, somebody unhappy with they were. Why do they get to have it? Why do they get to do whatever? So whatever disagreement, whatever frustration that people, have distanced themselves, ghosted the situation, not talking to someone, is rooted in it. It's rooted in fear. It's rooted in envy, anger, resentful, competitive. This is what it's rooted in. So if you were wondering if this person was jealous of you or envious, or you didn't know why this person stopped talking to you, stopped communicating with you, why they started acting funny, that's why. Look, and here's the outcome: chaos. Damn. Upheaval, disaster, and downfall. Now, this could go a couple of different ways, okay, with the chaos energy. So it could be that this person purposely is trying to cause you because of jealousy. They tried to cause you chaos, okay? Upheaval, disaster, and downfall because they're envious. They could very well be envious because you left them. Maybe you left them to go be with someone else, or maybe somebody's mad because somebody found that the grass is greener. It's a myriad of reasons why somebody is upset at someone. Okay, could be all sorts of reasons. Let's get some clarity. Let's get some more definitive energy. The devil's in the details, right? Let's see what details come out here. Let's see what details come out here, because there's definitely um now somebody could have done something as well, right? Because of their jealousy and their bitterness towards someone, they did some foul shit and it backfired on them and came back to bite them in the ass. That could be another thing too here. Like somebody could have sent some negative energy to someone and it returned to sender. But let's see. Tell me about these waves of emotion and fear. Yeah, because somebody's afraid. Somebody's afraid the shit they sent out, the energy they sent out, it didn't hit the person, or if it did hit the person that ghosted them or left them alone, if it hit them, maybe they're realizing that, okay, well, it didn't hit this person, so it must be coming back to me. Somebody knows what they were doing. Tell me about this is why they're afraid. Yeah, see, now they want some help. This could be somebody who did you dirty, calling you to ask you for some help. That's crazy. But whoever this is, they're afraid and they want some help. Or maybe they tried to put you in a position where you're afraid, where you have fear, you're worried, and so that you come to them and ask them for help. This could have been what this was too. Okay, so somebody could have did this bullshit because they're envious of you. Maybe because you were, you know what I'm getting with the distance here and the ghosted. You moved on in some way, shape, or form. The situation, you outgrew a situation. You no longer need it, or can use it in the capacity that you had it in before. Or maybe somebody wants you to need them more than you do. And they're mad because they see that you don't need them in the manner in which they thought you did. So they're very salty and bitter about the shit. Very salty and bitter about it. Yeah. See with the origin here, so this is a seed here. I feel like somebody's planting a seed with the origin: salty, bitter, angry. You are growing something, right? You are putting something in place. You were putting something in place. This is where the jealousy and the envy comes in. You're putting something in place, looking for it to grow, looking for it to blossom, looking for it to bloom. And this person is petty and bitter about that, angry about that, because you, as an individual, are trying to grow. You've outgrown this connection, you've outgrown this friendship, you've outgrown this job, you've outgrown this group environment, you've outgrown the situation. And so this person is looking at you as if you're leaving them behind intentionally. It's not that, it's just the seed you planted. Like, people just be mad at a lot. This is somebody who's mad at you because you are growing. And everybody should be growing. There are some people in the world who just don't grow. There's some people who you could check in with them 10 years from now and they be doing the same exact shit they was doing 10 years ago. There are some people who are like that. I'm not knocking those people, but I'm not one of those people. You understand what I'm saying? I know people like this. I have family members who are like this. They very, they have a simple lifestyle, right? Very simple. Nothing wrong with that, right? But a lot of times, because people have a very simple lifestyle, and they connect with people, it's hard for them to let go of people when you have people who decide to go a different path or may want to move away. This could be somebody who's just angry and resentful, that you may want to move to a different city. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm getting here. Tell me about this distance, divorce, ghosted, separate. For some of you, of course, this could be a marriage. You've outgrown the marriage, okay? This is somebody who may have been with you because they live off of your energy in some way, shape, or form. This is why they're so afraid to let you go. Either they are stuck on your energy and they're trying to play mind games, because Gemini is about mind games too. And they're trying to, maybe they're mad because they can't manipulate you into thinking that you need them. They're the ones who really need you. So it could be that too. Divorce, separation, ghosted. Okay, this is what's hidden from you. This person feels that way about you. They feel that you distanced yourself from them. This is why they did what they did. Whether you just grew the fuck up, whether you just don't want to hang out, at homeboy's house anymore because they don't do nothing but drink and smoke every Friday and Saturday. It's like, okay, that's cool every once in a while, but I don't want to do that every Friday. So now you mad at me? You know what I'm saying? Well, you too good for us now, and that type of crazy ass energy. Yeah, imagination. This person is in their head. Okay, this is what they're looking at it like you did them dirty. Like I said, this is somebody who has a very this person is very simple minded. Okay, and when I say simple minded, I mean narrow minded, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying it is in this person may not have a whole lot of dreams. They may not have a whole lot of aspirations. And if they do, for whatever reason, they didn't accomplish them. You are the opposite of that. You have dreams and goals, and you are actively trying to pursue them. And this is where the clash comes in, because you are not able to stay in the energy in which they want you to stay in. It's like they want to put you in a fucking box and you stay in this box. You can't grow, you can't breathe, you can't move. You got to stay right here. And if you don't, I'm going to be mad at you. I'm going to shit on you. I'm going to try to fuck your whole shit up because you're leaving me. I remember I had a relative, I had stepped away because I was going through some changes. And I had a relative who got pissed at me because I did not stop in the middle. Like, I was literally going through a nervous breakdown. And I decided, you know what? I need to get out of here. I need to pack up. I need to leave. So I packed up my shit and I left town. Didn't tell nobody what I was doing because I'm not obligated to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown person. And it was about self-preservation. I packed up, left. I was gone for a couple months, and then I ended up calling this relative and, letting them know that, I appreciate everything that they did for me. And because I was going through, trials and tribulations, what they had did for me, or what they said to me, helped me. And it was what propelled my transformation, which included me moving. Well, this person was upset about that. They were mad that I didn't come to them and tell them that I was leaving. This is what they specifically said to me. They were mad that I didn't come and tell them that I was leaving, and that they were hurt behind it. And that's all they cared about. And I apologized. I said, you know what, I'm sorry, but I was in the middle of having a breakdown. And I felt like, in order to preserve myself so that I wouldn't literally lose my fucking mind, I had to pack up and I had to leave. You know, I can't explain to you specifics. There's certain things that were going on. I can't explain that to you, but I can tell you that I wouldn't just pack up and leave unless I felt it was warranted, you know. And I'm sorry that I wasn't, more transparent with you, but I had to do what I had to do. This person was still pissed off because I simply didn't tell them ahead of time that I was leaving. So, some people are like that. They just narrow minded. But this person could be jealous. Yeah, see, sweetheart. So this person is jealous of you. So for some of you, this is somebody you were dealing with. You may have a child with someone else and they're jealous of that. Whether this is somebody who's going back to their ex that they have a child with. This is somebody who maybe you were dating and maybe, y'all weren't really on it like that. And you may have had a child with someone else, or you may have gotten pregnant with someone else and by someone else, and you're deciding to go be with that person. And this person is like all fucked up about it. Um, this could be about this could be siblings here. This could be someone who's mad at their father or their mother because maybe their father or mother um, left when they were a child. Okay. And now the mother and father may be wanting to come back into their life, and there's a lot of emotion. Remember the waves of emotion here? Somebody needing help to process their emotions. Somebody needs to talk to someone. Okay. This is what I'm getting here. It's like somebody has a lot going on internally and they do need to speak with someone. They need to speak with a mental health professional. This is for some of y'all. Okay. Because whatever you're doing is destroying your relationships, it's destroying your life, the way you see things. Whoever this is, or the way this person see things, it's just gonna make things chaotic, and they're having a problem dealing with changes in life. It's like for whatever reason they just can't accept things, that people move on and things happen. Yeah, homeless. Upheaval, disaster, downfall. So if this is somebody who did you dirty, for some of y'all, this is somebody who you were dating or you were friends with, or this is a family member that you really valued and trusted and cared about. Um, and they were jealous and envious of you. They sent you some negative energy and then it came back to them. For some of you, they wanted you to be homeless. Okay. This is what they're afraid of. They're salty and they're bitter about your new beginnings, your new origins. Okay. They don't want you to move. This is for some of y'all. So what they did was they set up a situation or a scenario because you don't need them or you left them behind so that you could be homeless. Like, this is crazy. You got new beginnings. If this is not about a child, the sweetheart energy here, this could be about a new love life. It could be about just new beginnings in general. This person is envious of that. So it's like they're doing all kinds of dirt. I feel like somebody's doing all kinds of dirt with the chaos, upheaval, disaster, and homeless. They did something because it's coming back to them in the form of them being homeless. So for some of y'all, a lot of these people, when you speak to them again, you're going to find out that they moved. Now, they may not tell you. That could be a hint towards you, if you realize somebody was throwing some energy at you, and you're trying to figure out, well, yo, what's up with it could very well be this person. Now, if you talk to them and you find out that they moved or, something like that, or somebody could be trying to find out where you live. Be careful who you tell your business to, because they may be trying to stop that. Somebody could be trying to stop your financial. Somebody could have hid some type of documentation. Gemini's communication documentation. Somebody could have hid some documentation in reference to a home ownership, apartment. Okay, maybe it went to some type of aid. Okay, some type of financial aid that you may have received. This person could have hid that documentation from you. This is some real grimy shit. Whoever this person is. Habits. What did I tell you about this person just being in the same mode? Just, this is what they do. This is who they are. They have a very simple life, very basic, and they're jealous and envious of people who actually go after their dreams and want to do something other than just see what I tell you, lonely. This is somebody who's lonely and just wants you around, but yet they don't want to grow with you. They don't want to do nothing with you. They keep you stifled. Like I said, it's like having you in a box. You know, anytime you try to move to the left, they want to stop you. Anytime you try to move to the right, they want to stop you. Instead of them just trying to join with you. This is somebody you'll be like, yo, you know, I'm thinking about leaving the area. I'm thinking about going to such and such or moving to such and such. And instead of them saying, you know, hey, you know, well, can I come with you? Or what do you think about, you know, me moving with you? Or, you know, or you may even invite this person, but they don't want to come. But yet they'll try to stop you from moving. This type of shit. Yeah, this is so they can control you. Power. They just want power over you. So this could be for some of y'all, unfortunately, this could be a parent, an actual parent, and or like I said, a relative who's they thrive off of your energy, and God forbid you decide that this is not an environment for you, or that you want to change things up, and they don't have access to your energy anymore. This is what the problem is. But this is somebody who can't communicate this to you for whatever reason. Okay, they're not able to communicate this to you because for some of you, they know how petty this shit is. That's why they're not going to tell you straight up, oh, I'm just jealous of you because you get to move and you get to do everything, and I'm not. You know what I'm so sick of? And you have to forgive me if I'm not in the same mindset of everybody else, but I never, and I mean, I have never been in a situation where I'm looking at somebody else's life and I'm comparing it to mine. Like, I just never, I don't have that mindset. But I noticed when I started doing readings and I started reading for the collective, um, that there's a lot of people who think like that. It's like, oh, my friend just graduated, you know, she just got a new job. Um, I'm happy for her, but you know, I wish I had a. It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean you're happy for her? But you should just be happy for her. Period. My friend got a new job. I'm happy for her. Yo, I'm glad she got a new job. That's good for her. She was telling me about the job she hated, how they was treating her bad. They was doing it, and she getting more money. I'm happy for her. Period. Where the fuck does the but I wish come in? Why is it about you? Why is it about you? Why do people do that? Please tell me why people do that because I don't understand it. I never did no shit like that. If anybody I knew was doing something and they was happy about it, I'm happy because you know what? I want the people around me to be happy. So if that's what make you happy, if you like it, I love it and I hope you get more of it. I'm not going to be on some, oh, I'm so happy for you, and then behind the scenes on this type of bullshit. Like, why? Why would I be jealous of you doing you? What's that gives me motivation knowing that, okay, if your dreams are coming true, then hey, maybe I need to focus on what it is I really want. You know, if I'm not happy where I'm at, because if your dreams come true, that's an inspiration to me that, hey, if you could do it, I can do it too. I can make my dreams come true. What is it that I want? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's my energy. I don't understand, and I never have, and I never fucking will, why somebody else's celebration has to be an undercurrent for your disaster or your demise or your unhappiness or someone else's like, I just don't understand that shit. I just don't. And I never will. I remember this one guy, I was telling this one guy that he was like, come on, you ain't never been jealous of nobody. Hell fucking no. I ain't never been jealous of nobody's nothing. Why would I be jealous? What's meant for me is, if it meant for me, I have that energy, you know. Maybe it's because I'm just used to working for what I want. If I want something, I'm gonna go out there and work for it. I'm not sitting around looking at somebody else and resenting them for what they got. If they got a nice car and I want a nice car, ooh, okay. Let me think about what kind of car I want. I want a nice car too. So let me think about what kind of car I want, and I'm gonna go out there and get my car. I'm not gonna sit here and be mad at you and throw shit at your car and try to talk shit about you because you got a night like that. Shit is bananas to me. I will never understand it, and I will never understand it. Sorry. So, you know, maybe I'm just different. But that shit is crazy to me. I don't care what nobody say. That's a mental illness. That's how I feel. Yeah, apology. So this person gonna come around and they may try to apologize to you now because they probably homeless, or they did some foul shit and their life is messed up. But when you was, you know, struggling, they was probably on some bullshit with you. But yeah, somebody wanna try to come and apologize. Here we go with the bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Sorry for being a hater. Sorry for talking shit about me. Sorry for doing me dirty. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that sorry. I don't have no patience for people because people know what they be doing. I don't care what nobody. Oh well, they were just mad at the time. You could be on that bullshit if you want to. That's probably why people shit on you and do you dirty. Okay, you have got to learn. Some people, not everybody, but some people got to learn that people will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. And if they look at you as a sucker, they gonna do sucker shit to you because they know you ain't gonna do shit but make excuses for them. Oh, they were just having a bad day. Oh, well, they had childhood issues, so they have anger issues. Oh, they this. Oh, they. So you make excuses for their behavior, but they don't do everybody else like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if they did everybody like that, they was an equal opportunity asshole where they was treating everybody like that, then at that point, I would give them half of that. I'd be like, okay, well, that's just how they are. At that point, I would still remove myself from the situation because fuck that. You got a problem still. It don't matter if you treat everybody like that. You still got a problem. It's still not right. It's still not fair to others. Like, stop making excuses for people. People need to be held accountable for their actions, and they're not going to be held accountable if people keep making excuses for them. Period. Period. Chemistry. Now, it says the attraction you feel is mutual. Now, this is somebody who you may have had chemistry with. This could be a lover that you were dealing with, and maybe they became distant because they got somebody pregnant or they got pregnant by somebody. That could be very well what happened. That's for some of y'all. Okay. Now, for others of you, you may have become distant because this person got pregnant by you may have cut this person off because you found out. Okay, so for example, ladies, you may have been dealing with a guy, may have been married to him, may have been in a girlfriend boyfriend relationship, whatever the status of the relationship is. Maybe there was chemistry between you all, and you may have found out that this person got someone pregnant, and so you distanced yourself. So this person is now mad at you and angry at you, for distancing yourself, but they never came to you and told you the truth. So they could have been throwing all kind of chaos at you, trying to get you in a position where you homeless, calling the apartment complex you live in, telling them some shit, calling your job, trying to do you dirty at calling. You know how some people will go up to your job. Yo, if I ever meet a motherfucker that come to my job, listen, you come to my job trying to cause me problems at my job? Mm, This why I don't be telling people where I live. This why I don't be telling people where I work. I don't be freely giving out my information. I just don't. And I don't care how nobody feel about it. Oh, well, you a snob, you stuck up, or you think you all that, and what you hide, what you got to hide, and all that. Listen, I don't care what you gotta say. You not gonna get me locked up for fucking you up because you think you gonna come up to my job and try to get me fired or no, we're not doing that. People, you gotta watch people. This is why I be telling you. You gotta watch people. So now somebody needs help. This is why they coming to apologize because they need help. What I tell you, support and aid. Okay. Now they want your help. They afraid now that because they come to you, you ain't gonna help them, and you shouldn't. Why should you? Because they want to exercise some type of control or power over you, and they know they can't. So the only way they're gonna come to you to try to get that is to, act like they need you. They trying to play on your emotions. They trying to manipulate you. This is what this Gemini energy is about: manipulation. People playing on people's emotions. Let me pull one more set of cards, and we're gonna wrap this up. But yeah, just be careful. Don't let people play games with you. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them beat you in the head. Don't let them gaslight you. You may have somebody who distanced themselves from you. They might be coming back around. Oh, I'm sorry. It's because I got pregnant or I got someone pregnant, and but they couldn't just tell you that. They just ghosted you and bounced on you. Now you could let this person come back in if you want to, but things ain't work out over there with that person. They got put out. So now they want to come back in and move in with you. So now they coming back with the apology. Okay? This is something they always do. Okay? This is something they do. They get themselves into bullshit or they go back and forth. This could be somebody go back and forth with their ex. They fight with you, then they go back to their other ex. Shit don't work out with them, then they come back to you. Some of y'all, this is what y'all dealing with. Yeah, and here go the conversation. Yeah. So some of y'all with the support, you talking to your friends about this person. You know, you're talking to your homeboys or your homegirls about this person, and they telling you what's going on. Some of you may need somebody to sound things off on, because this person, for some of y'all, they play games. They really good at playing games, and you could just be like, "Yo, we need to call a meeting because I need to tell y'all what's up with this, situation with this chick. She want to come back around now. She done went off and messed around and got pregnant with such and such. She may got your first child. She done messed around with this dude, went off and got pregnant. Things ain't work out with them. Now she talking about she need to come back. She need help. She want to move in. Okay, well, you know what? You could be like, yeah, I'll take my child. My child could come in, but you can't. You're gonna have to find someplace else to go. That's how I would do. I'm not listen, I don't play games. People know what they doing. If I got a child by you, if I was a dude and I had a child with a woman and she decided, I got one child with her and she decided to go mess around and mess with somebody else, wind up getting pregnant or want to go be with him and stay with him, and then shit don't work out with him and now she homeless. She won't call me because she and my child need a place to stay. Well, my child could come stay with me. My child always got a place to stay. But you, homegirl, you gonna have to find out something. You have to find somebody else. So you gonna have to call your homegirls, your support system, your family, okay? Let them know you need some help. You done ran into rough times and you need some help and you need some place to stay. My child could come stay with me. Okay? Yeah, look at money. They got money problems. They looking at you like you the grass that's greener. Damn, we should have stayed with you. Yeah, but you saw shit was hotter on the other side. You thought it was hotter on the other side. Or this person may have had money. Okay, or they looking at them and they looking at your pockets like, oh well, their pockets is bigger than yours, so I'm gonna go over there and roll with them. Things ain't work out the way they thought. Now here they come back around wanting to apologize. Hmm. Yeah, see, they think you naive. This the young girl. This the young lady energy. This represents somebody who's naive, who don't really know what's going on, being gaslit. They trusting. She got the blue dress on, which is trusting, very trusting. They know that you are somebody who is very stable. You got your shit together. So they looking at you like, oh, things didn't work out. I'm so sorry. But they're afraid. They're afraid that you not gonna take them back in, that you're not going to allow them to play them games with you, them power games. Remember, this what it was. This is a power game, and this is what this person normally does. This is a power thing. Remember that, okay? Remember that. Now, for some of y'all, you might have needed this person help, and they ain't give it to you in the past. They may have treated you like you was shit when you was down and out and needed a little help. Now you on your you know what I'm saying? Tables is turned. So now they want to come back around. Listen, don't play no fool for nobody. You get all the information, but don't use your emotion in a situation. Use logic. Because that's what Gemini is. Gemini is not about emotion, it's about information, intel. Intel is get all the facts, all of the info. You know what I'm saying? And then make a logical decision. Don't do it based on your emotions or you feel bad for the person, because that's what they hoping that you gonna do. That's how they know they got power over you, because you still love them. You care about them. You don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see them without. But yet they played you a minute ago. They just played you like you was a goddamn banjo. Don't let people keep playing you. If they show you who they are, believe them, all right? This is what I got for you. I wish you the best. I'll see you in the next reading. Later.